Hey guys, I'm back. I did not think I'd be back so soon, but something happened today, and I thought I should make a video about it. So I'm here, bored as usual, thinking, what do I do today? And I thought, why not watch a rom-com? It's been a long time since I saw something like that. And I'm a romantic person. I feel love. But that genre in particular, I don't really enjoy it so much. Notebook was something I hated with a passion. I don't hate a lot of movies. I have my own opinions about it. That's all. So I watched this film today. It's called Sleepless in Seattle. Sleepless at Seattle. Wait a second. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for this. Sleepless in Seattle. So it was Tom Hanks, and I was like, Tom Hanks is a great actor, obviously. So I thought I'd watch this. And these rom-com lists, I saw this was in like 4th place or something. I thought it'd be nice. And I started watching it, and it's really sweet. It's got that old Hollywood kind of feel to it, and it's very heartwarming, and it begins in a very, very warm note. So you're like, it's very inviting and all of that. So I really did enjoy it in the beginning, and they have all of these really sweet tracks, and I was completely hooked. And I shared these songs in my social media, and I got some responses from my friends saying, you should watch this movie, you love it, things like that. It's very heartwarming and all of that. And like halfway into it, I start thinking about, oh wow, how beautiful this feeling is. Romance is a beautiful thing. And so we have all of these notions about how romance should be, I guess. And this takes all of those boxes. Like magic, it should be magical. All of that. Magic is a very relevant word for the movie, if you've seen it. Yeah, so I started being conscious about my emotions. Halfway through the movie, I was like personalizing it in a way. I was thinking about my personal life and my romantic interests and all of that. So when I was aware of my feelings being manipulated, I took a step back, and it started being very bad. Basically, I saw this. Okay, there was this particular thing that I hated about it the most. I'm sorry. The thing that I hated about it the most is there's this scene where they watch this movie which is very romantic, and they're like crying about it, and this woman is crying and basically telling the story of the movie. It's not engaging at all, and it's not told in a very, emotional way, but she cries when she's saying it, and it's evident that they want to show that only women love these kind of movies. And then these men are like looking at her cluelessly, and what the fuck are you saying? I'm sorry, I don't know if I should be using that word, but yeah, you get what I mean. So they're looking at her as if she's nuts or something, and she's crying and saying basically stupid things that doesn't make sense. And later in the same scene, the men are like, oh, but you should no, they say like, this was not very emotional, but I'll tell you what was emotional. And these two men basically start talking about this other very boring movie and very boring things about how something went inside something. It's very irrelevant, sounds bad, but yeah. And it's very stereotypical because it's probably an action movie, and they're talking about how some I don't know the specificalities of what they're talking about, but it's So, like a guy thing. That's what they wanted to say basically. So that stereotyping pissed me off so much. But then again, I think it's because of the timeline. It was taken in 1993, which is before I was born, basically. So maybe it's because of that. And so there's this thing called, when you write, you're supposed to like add in a lot of conflicts to the story, because that's supposed to make it more interesting. That's the, like we all know, it's a very well established formula to great mainstream movies, and it works. But this was, oh my god, this was overused in this. Everywhere she goes, everywhere he goes, anything that happens is a conflict basically. It didn't work out for me. It was very evident what they were trying to do, and yeah, they couldn't brainwash me, I guess. I'm not saying I'm above it in some ways, I'm not. But yeah, I did not like it at all. I expected a lot of good things because I was ready for the dream. I was ready to be, all of that feeling, but I did not get it. It was so bad. And it was very manipulative. And it made me, kind of. Oh my god, my face says it all. Yeah. Basically, I did not like that movie. That's all I guess I have to say. So, and about our channel. To give you a little premise on what okay, there's no premise basically. I'll do what I feel like, that's all. I know it's a bit noisy and I cannot help it. I'm doing this not to, like get a star in Hollywood Boulevard or something. I'm just doing it because I'm bored. And what I'll be making in this channel is basically any movie that made me feel any sort of way. I wouldn't call these reviews because, like I said, you can never review a movie. You can only talk about how that made you feel. So I'm just talking about how personally it made me feel. It'll be very different from how you perceive it. Like I said, my friends told me this is absolutely good. This movie is so beautiful. It's old school, romance, all of that. I did not feel any of that. I thought it was trash. So yeah, our tastes are influenced by what we are, what we see, what we hear, what we do, and it can never be the same for everyone. So maybe you love that movie. I'm sorry if I offended you in any way, but yeah, I'll be talking about movies that make me feel anything, like any sort of way, like make me feel good or bad or anything in between. And I have things to talk about. That's all. I'm sorry if this was noisy too. I cannot help it. I'm not gonna sit around and edit this. I'm just gonna post this. So that's all I have to say. Bye bye.